monsters, what it do? Up, Chuck, Gaming Man. So there is a lot of characters in Jump Force that are hard to fight. You got your Ichigos, your Zoros, your Killuas. But I think Yugi is definitely special. Just look at that fucking damage. It's crazy. So I kind of want to go over some things why on how Yugi is annoying to fight, and there's some things to counter. I am a Yugi main, so I'm gonna give you some tips and shit on how to fight Yugi. But the number one tip is never get hit by Slifer when Yugi's in Awakening, as you just seen. It does more damage than any super in the game easily. Now, so what makes Yugi hard to fight? Because a lot of people, I see my man Jabari's having a breakdown. My man's having a breakdown on Twitter, man, talking about, oh man, Yugi's this, Yugi's that, la la la. Even though he plays, Kenshin and Asta and stuff like that. We ain't gonna talk about that. That's for another time. So the thing that make Yugi hard to fight is he doesn't have to be on you to do damage. I mean, he is, like I said, a mid-range to long-range type character, puppet character. Definitely has the Dark Magician. Dark Magician Girl is super, super good and can be used to bait people or do things where, when people like to constantly move around and stuff like that, or they're charging and stuff like that, it could get real crazy. So the thing about the way I play Yugi is I'm not really trying to get in your face like that, but I will if I have to. You know what I'm saying? And from somebody who know how to high speed counter, high speed dodge, it's really not an issue for me to, you know, to fight up close. I'm not really scared of that, but that's not where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's just being honest. I definitely want to stay back. Not as far as I can, charge, draw, and just let you make mistakes. That's kind of how I do. I'm kind of reactive off what the opponent does. And that way, it's hard for them to do things because depending on certain cards I get, I'm going to hurt you. And Yugi does a lot of damage, not just with Slifer, but just overall, man. 2 to 3 bars, depending on what you use. In a combo, could do like a good 30 to 40%. You know what I'm saying? If you use Dark Magician Girl and you use Draw to amplify it, that is pretty damaging. It could almost get to 50 if you do the right combo. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing about Yugi, man. You kind of have to be patient when you fight him. Because you can't just stand in front of me like that and don't think I'm gonna just not break your guard. And you definitely don't want Yugi breaking your guard. I don't really even change a lot when I play Yugi. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep him in the front, but if I do change, like I said, I have ways of getting him back in the game. So let's go over a couple things you want to do against Yugi. First and foremost, his triangle button or his heavy attack or Y if you're on Xbox, is super, super good, but it has a huge weakness that a lot of people don't know about. Between the first and second hit, there's a huge gap. You know what I'm saying? And I fought some good players. I think I'm like C3 right now. C3, C4, something like that. I can't remember. But when so he hits you first, and then he winds up for another hit. That's your time. You know what I'm saying? And and if you don't get me there, then in the last hit of the triangle button is a projectile. And a lot of people forget about that. A lot of people forget it, but a lot of people get hit by that, and it's gonna knock you back, and then I can reset the neutral and do what I want to do, just like kind of how I am right now. So you kind of want to pay attention to the when they use the triangle button, because like I said, it's a huge gap between the first and the second hit, and the last hit is a projectile. Now, people like to, when they see swords are revealing light, they like to like dash. But I kind of want you to do that just for the simple fact that I could call Dark Magician Girl right away, and you're gonna get caught anyway. So you have to pay attention to meter with Yugi. Yugi needs meter to be good in this game. You know, so definitely pay attention to that. Also, when the arrows are out, they do stop pretty much any attacks. But what I realized was like the rush attacks, like Godbreaker from Vegeta, Kaioken from Goku, any type of move where they kind of zoom in on you and then hit you 3 times and knock you down, it goes right through it. So that's like another thing you got to pay attention to. So if you see Yugi just got the arrows out and he's charging, man, just use one of those type of moves and you go right through it. And then you have control of the situation. So like I said, Yugi, excuse me, is very good, but he does have weaknesses. His cards are RNG. His arrows is the best card he has, followed by Swords of Revealing Light, and then Magic Formula. Magic Formula is very underrated with Yugi because I've had that in Awakening and with Slifer. So just imagine the damage that thing does. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to pay attention to meter, pay attention to meter. Because if Yugi doesn't have any meter, he's non-threatening. That is, it's as simple as that, man. He needs it to sustain his offense. Um, like I said, you definitely wanted this pressure, like Killio right here, man. He was all over me, bruh. He was all over me, and when you get like this, it's very tough for Yugi. His buttons are really slow too. Even his square buttons are like slow. Again, so like, and that's why everything pushes you back. So he could just go into his game plan. A lot of Yugi fighters. I seen a lot of Yugis that just they don't really have like a game plan, bro. They just kind of out there swinging and hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's not how you want to really play Yugi. You definitely want to have. He's a setup type character. That's how he's made. You know, Yugi has never thrown hands in the anime. I know he almost killed Weevil on that train, man, but it was all cars though. You know what I'm saying? So just like I said, pay attention to stuff like that and pressure him as much as you can. Switch as much as you can against Yugi. Because if you just stay back, man, and think, and you let him set up, it could be very hard for you to do anything against him. He is very tough to fight if you don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me know how the high speed counter is is definitely something that I've been practicing, and it just kind of negates a lot of the pressure for me. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you feel about Yugi? Are you a Yugi main? Do you struggle against Yugi? Who else do you struggle against in this game? Let me know in the comment section below. But this is your boy Upchuck Gaming. We game here, FGC, the online arcade. And I get at you guys next time. I hope you guys have a good day. And I'm out, man. Peace.
仲間の絆が勝利を導いたのさ。